Hi, I'm back. So I've decided that I'm gonna call these Wait, Wait, Do Tell Me, The Brave Girl Chronicles. For those of you who listen to NPR, you'll get the joke. Everybody else, I guess I'll have to explain it in the description below. And apparently, I can only do videos with my face in it. If I look like a schlep in my robe, that's okay. You'll forgive me, right? And hopefully, you'll forgive me the mess behind me. Juicing. For those of you who are asking the question, the Juice reboot was based on a movie that I saw, Fat, Sick, and Almost Dead, about an Australian who decided to do a 60-day Juice reboot. In order to do that, he literally left his country. He went to New York, and then for 30 days, and then for 30 days he drove cross country and encountered someone else who happened to have the same autoimmune disorder that he suffered from, and shared kind of what his journey has brought him. I would definitely recommend it. I watched it on Netflix. It may be available on Amazon. I haven't checked. You could probably get it from the Redbox rentals. I found it really, really inspirational. Not because the message was very different from what I've heard before, but because it didn't come from my family. I have issues with my mother. Who doesn't, right? And when I say issues, is my mother is this prim and proper, petite, 5'1" with shoes on, complains about being 118 pounds and needing to lose weight, which has always been difficult for me to deal with because even in family photographs, I stick out like Jolly Green Giant sore thumb. Um, I'm taller than my dad. I've always been bigger than everyone in my family. It's a challenge. It's a challenge to fit in where you don't feel like you do. That being said, I think I'm very positive. I have always done whatever I've wanted to a certain extent. That I've tried things I've wanted to. I've traveled. In many ways, I'm just peeking at my computer. In many ways, I don't let my size or people's perception of my size stop me from doing a lot of things. However, I know that I'm not comfortable in my own skin, and the only way for me to become comfortable is to kick my metabolism in the behind, which is what the Juice reboot is for, and to feel better. That being said, I have not weighed myself, but my rings are really loose, so I know that there's something going on. My clothes are fitting slightly differently, but for anyone else who would understand, I don't have a lot of very fitted clothes. I've always bought things size larger, not because I wanted to grow into it, although subconsciously I think that's what ended up happening, but because I never wanted to emphasize my shape. So I'm doing okay. Weekends are really, really hard, and I'm gonna have to find a way to separate what I need to do from what others around me are doing. Whether it's physically removing myself or excusing myself for meals and not eating with the rest, with my husband, or, sorry, as I get tangled in my own hair. So, I feel like this is my free therapy. Thank you. Thank you, everyone who has left a message, who has given me like an obscene amount of support without even having known me or just known me through my YouTube videos. I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. I really do. And I think sometimes those words can come across as empty, but I truly, truly appreciate all of the supportive and constructive comments that have been left. All the people who have subscribed to me for the first time because of this video or the previous video. I I feel like I'm becoming more of a part of a community, and I'm not really sure what community that is, but feedback is wonderful. Whether it's feedback that's in form of a comment or when people favor the video, it's really nice. It feels really nice. It feels warm and welcoming, and it makes some of the challenging days that much easier. So I'm going to be making my faux Bloody Mary for dinner. It's 2 tomatoes, 3 stalks of celery, a bunch of parsley, big heaping bunch of spinach. I do add a little cracked black pepper and sometimes a little sea salt and some lemon. And the lemon I squeeze in after the juice is mixed. So it's something to look forward to, although it doesn't really beat maybe sushi. I think sushi is the one thing I have the hardest time not thinking about. It's like sitting there in the back of my mind. Yeah, when food, just the sheer thought of a particular food can make you salivate, you know you miss it. But I am going to try, I'm going to keep trying, despite stumbling blocks and in spite of stumbling blocks. So thank you for those of you who are following this journey with me. I will do a separate video of the food journal, which I've also added all the comments to, and if I need to, I just revisit those pages. So I'll show all of you that in a separate video. So if you have any questions for me about the reboot, I'm not an expert. I'm just following this along, and some of the rules I'm kind of making up myself. So if anybody wants to join me, you're welcome to. I can certainly point you in the direction of some good sources that I have learned, and if you'd like, I'll start listing recipes for some of the juices on my blog. I think that might be easier than just putting them on here. So I have found that I might have mentioned before, kiwi and celery and ginger don't mix well together. It was by far the most sickening combination, but I did learn that. So there you go. If you have any questions for me, please leave a comment below and I will do my best to respond. And for those of you who've left comments on my Brave Girl video, the first one, I'm still getting through them. I will respond to each and every person because I do find that important. I know that you want to feel like what you have commented made a difference, and it really has, so that's why I'm choosing to respond to every single comment. So stay tuned, you'll see yours responded to, or if you have a direct question, feel free to ask me here. Thanks for watching, everyone.